guys, so for today's Makeup Review Monday, I'm going to be reviewing the new Marc Jacobs, what is this called? Remarcable Full Coverage Foundation Concentrate. I got this about 2 weeks ago from Sephora after eyeing it for, I don't know, a week or so. It was the VIB Rouge kind of promotion where you would get 4 times the points for all your purchases, so I went a little crazy. I'm actually going to do a haul video right after this showing you everything that I got, but this was one of the things that I got. I was so excited to try this. I actually filmed a review just about 30 minutes ago on this, and I actually applied it on my skin, and I somehow deleted the footage because when I went to upload it to my computer, it was gone. So I wanted to refilm at least the review part. I'll have to show you application in another video, but anyway, I wanted to just review it and talk through it. It wasn't a first impression video anyway because I have used this foundation a couple of times since purchasing it, so yeah. But anyway, it comes in a box like this. You get 0.75 fluid ounces. It retails for $55, so it's definitely a more high-end foundation. I hesitated buying it because I have so many foundations and I don't need another foundation, but at the same time I really couldn't stop thinking about this. I woke up thinking about it, I went to bed thinking about it. I know that sounds really lame, but it's true. And I just thought it would be a foundation that would be good to review because it is not a cheap foundation, and if you're going to invest the money, you want to kind of have a little, you know, background on it and kind of have an opinion on it, and so I thought I would give you mine. So anyway, it comes like this. I'm going to just read to you off of the website how it's described. So I'm just on marcjacobsbeauty.com, and it is, here's the description. The wait is over. A full coverage foundation in a dot. Instant results, all-day weightless finish. Beyond full coverage, the wait is over. 24-hour full flawless coverage is yours in an instant with this ultra lightweight foundation concentrate. This revolutionary oil-free formula contains twice as much pigment as the leading full coverage foundation, but it is emulsified with groundbreaking ingredients, so the smallest amount completely covers with dot-on perfection. Having used this a few times, so I bought it about 2 weeks ago. I wore it twice, and then we went to the beach for vacation for a week. I did not pack this with me because I was at the beach. I didn't really wear a lot of makeup. I didn't want a full coverage foundation, and I didn't want to risk this getting broken in my traveling. So I've only worn it a few times. I have it on now, and I'm going to just kind of talk to you a little bit about my experience with it. So the first time I applied it, I wasn't super impressed. I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't super impressed. I dotted it all over my face. Okay, before I start talking to you about the review, let's show you the product. So it comes in a box, and then you get it in this really beautiful, heavy, frosted glass bottle. It's so nice, so luxurious. You definitely feel like you're getting a high-end product when you get it out of the box. So the packaging is 5 stars without a doubt. It's beautiful. Actually, I always want to turn this, and it's so silly because you don't turn it. You actually just pull this part off, and then you turn the little lid here, and it comes in a little dotted spatula. So when I was describing it, reading the description, it talks about a dot application. This is what it means. So it's a pretty, it's thick, but not in a sense of like feeling heavy or thick on the skin. I just mean that it's thick so that when you pull it out of the container, it's not like dripping off of the spatula. You actually just dot this on your face, and since I already have makeup on, I'm going to show you on my hand. You just kind of dot it on the face, and then you blend it in. I've only used a foundation brush. I've actually only used the Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Foundation brush, this one right here. I haven't used a beauty blender to apply this. I haven't used my fingers. I love the application with the brush. The first day I applied it, I wasn't wow, over the moon impressed with it. Here was my take. So what attracts me to this foundation is that 1, it's weightless, and 2, it's full coverage. I love full coverage. I love long wearing. This claims to wear for 24 hours. I wouldn't really recommend wearing a foundation for 24 hours because that's kind of gross, but you know, give me 12 hours and I'm a happy girl. So long wearing, full coverage, and weightless are the 3 things that I was really intrigued about this foundation. It definitely gives full coverage, exceptional coverage. It's beautiful. The finish is pretty semi-matte, like it's not like really matte and powdery or chalky looking, but there's no dewiness or satin or kind of glow to it. You don't feel like you need to set it with a powder. I actually have it on now, and I did not feel the need to set it with a powder. a little bit goes a long way. I think that's where I messed up the first day that I applied this. So I'm going to get this down. I'm just holding this up for like eternity. But I wore this the first day, and I looked in the mirror later and I'm like, this does not look weightless. Like, this looks like a lot of makeup. This looks heavy. This looks full coverage. And what I realized was I had applied way too much. The girl at Sephora told me just a little bit goes a long way. Like, you're going to put it on your face and you're not going to feel like that's enough. But as you start blending it, you will see that a little dot just spreads across the skin and gives great coverage, and it just blends in. It's you just need a little bit amount. And when I went in, I kind of applied it like I would a normal foundation. I just applied it all over, and I just had way too much. So about an hour later, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, this doesn't look weightless, this looks heavy. So the next day that I applied about half as much as I applied the first day, and it was perfect. It was really very, very lightweight. It blended in like that. Like, I just, a couple of seconds with my brush and it was into the skin. I didn't take a lot of time to blend it in. And it's very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not a heavy consistency. As far as the wearability, it wore throughout the day like it said it would. I did feel like I had to touch up. I believe I touched up once that day, but I live in Texas and it's like 105 degrees right now. So, you know, I mean, you know, you gotta kind of take that in consideration. As far as, you know, I'm not gonna knock it that I had to touch up once throughout the day. As far as like, is it worth the $55? It's a great foundation. I really don't have any complaints about it. I really like it. I think it's a very pretty foundation. It feels great on the skin. The shade range is really beautiful. I think that there are other foundations that I like just as much that are quite a bit less. I would say Studio Fix Fluid and Estee Lauder Double Wear are my two foundations that I love in terms of full coverage and all day wear. If that's what you're looking for, a full coverage foundation and something that wears all day, those two foundations are the holy grail for me. Now, the things about those two foundations that's very different from this is the consistency of it. Those two are pretty thick liquids, so it's definitely going to feel like a heavier foundation on the skin. So if you don't like that, if you don't like a heavy liquid, then this is you're probably going to find that the $55 is well worth it in this foundation. If that doesn't bother you, it doesn't really bother me. Some days, if it's really hot, maybe I don't want to feel like I have that all of that on, but most days that's just fine for me. Then I find that I get the same coverage and the same wearability from those two foundations. I forget what the Double Wear retails for, but I know that Studio Fix Fluid is like around $28, $32, between that range, I think. So it's quite a bit less than $55. So that's my opinion, that's my review. I hope it helped you guys. If you have a product that you want me to review, leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out beautyfix.io. That's where we post all of our makeup review Mondays, myself and Chelsea. We are always looking for products to review and share with you guys. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I did film a tutorial on this makeup look that I have on right now, so I will be posting that shortly and the next day or two. But anyway, have a good day or night or good morning whenever you're watching this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!